What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Fringe. When it comes to Jyoti Gondek, I mean, don't say I told you so, but, well, I told you so. Back earlier in this year, towards the beginning of summer, we talked a lot about the water restrictions that were coming to Calgary, and just keep your ears open. Water restrictions are officially back in Calgary because, of course, Jyoti Gondek says they found more potential problems, so the entire city has to shut down. In my mind, again, if you've watched those videos, if you've gone back in those videos, I've often said the entire city council should be stepping down. They've all dropped the ball here. This, of course, is started with woke failed mayor Naheed Nenshit, who, of course, while he was mayor of the city, ignored inspections on the pipeline, or the water pipeline, I should say. He deliberately ignored them. Now, Naheed Nenshit is also very closely tied to the WEF, again, and for my records that we've done on this channel, as far back as 2011. But now what's happening with Jyoti Gondek starts to come full circle. As I said at the beginning of summer, this is the blueprint for what the WEF talks about when it comes to controlling the water supply, controlling the food supply. Then they can control your electricity, and they can kind of control your life. The you will own nothing and be happy strategy. A lot of people said, dude, you're really reaching on this one. You're kind of going out of left field here. It's just a water main break. Don't get so worked up about it. And I said, guys, I'm telling you, it's the blueprint for what's going to come ahead and more nefarious plans. People said, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. Well, I'm here today to tell you, no, I'm not, because let's take a look at what happened over the weekend. Now, we heard that Jyoti Gondek had traveled over to Norway, that she was seeking a new job because her approval rating in Calgary is so unbearably low due to not only her drop of the ball on the water main break and the handling of that, but also her handling of crime, her handling of the cost of living in Calgary, the rezoning structures that are going on in Calgary. In fact, if there's anything Jyoti Gondek has done for Calgary that is beneficial, I hope somebody could let me know. But she is the main reason my family and I have chosen to pack up and leave Calgary, because we just can't live in this cesspool any longer, especially one that I've seen that no matter who gets into that mayor's seat, no matter who gets into that office, it's just controlled opposition at this point. I think this city is beyond repair. That's my own personal opinion. But let's see. Now, we heard that she was in Norway. It says here that Calgary Mayor Jyoti Gondek has been elected vice president of the World Energy Cities Partnership on Saturday. Isn't this a conflict of interest? I would think this is a conflict of interest. Let's take a look at the WECP's website. Energy and sustainability leaders. WECP cities are home to many of the world's largest energy companies, which are leading initiatives to build lower carbon energy future, developing the full range of energy resources to power the world today and into tomorrow. As hubs for the global energy sector, the WECP, cities and mayors are leading the voices on the most pressing challenges facing the urban landscape today, including sustainable economic development, climate action, and building more resilient cities. Of course, they're going to talk about Jyoti Gondek's current water restrictions and how great it's been that she got all the sheep in Calgary to comply with her nonsense orders. You can see here member cities. I mean, there aren't a lot of red dots around this map, although Calgary's been very quickly posted to there as of Saturday. The WECP annual general meeting in 2024 will be hosted by Stavanger in Norway from the 22nd to the 25th of August. Again, that's where Jyoti Gondek was, where, again, she was elected vice president of the partnership. Now, many people will be saying, well, Jyoti Gondek already makes almost $300,000 a year in her current position as mayor of Calgary. What would a job like this pay for somebody to take this on as a secondary job? Well, let's take a look here. I did a little bit of digging. You can see on Glassdoor.com salaries by world title at World Energy Cities Partnerships. It shows here that annual pay for an executive director is between $133,000 to $204,000 a year. So again, who knows what Jyoti Gondek's making? But she, of course, went on this trip, and I imagine this was at the taxpayer's expense in Calgary to go over here and petition, we'll say, for this job. If you look down in the comments, good old friend of the channel, Aaron, all while she can't keep water flowing throughout the city. What a joke. These people are rewarded for destroying their own cities. She's more loyal to the Khalistani than Canada, and it shows. We're going to get into that because I do have an article in regards to how this all went down. Woke Sustainable Energy, non-profit organization trying to ruin Alberta's oil and gas industry. They like to jet around the world to meet up with these events. World Energy Cities Partnership connects leading energy cities on all continents and are committed to destroying every city they're joined to. She has the dual alliances, and neither one of them are for Calgarians. I mean, the comments just continue to go on and on. Of course, Dan McLean, my current counselor in Calgary, says, I have questions, don't you? As he again is posting about Jyoti Gondek. CB Fixes All, again, friend of the channel, a really good source provider. In fact, he provided me with this source for this story. It says, well, now we know what she was doing in Norway, probably on Calgary taxpayers' dime. I can almost guarantee you it was on Calgary taxpayers' dimes. My question is, what did it cost us and what agreements is she signing us up for? Positions like that aren't free from strings. This goes back to people like Justin Trudeau. When you look at the billion-dollar deals that are given out to his friends, this is all just more money lining people's pockets to get their nose in the door to continue to destroy cities like Calgary. And again, Jyoti Gondek having ties to Khalistani, we've talked about that before, through her father, through multiple people in the political sector. Again, my personal opinion, that Jyoti Gondek was not elected. She was installed. And this just shows it even more. This is Calgary Mayor elected Vice President of World Energy Cities Partnership. Jyoti Gondek has been elected the VP of World Energy Cities Partnership on Saturday. She was chosen by her peers while attending the annual general meeting with the Calgary Economic Development in Norway. She says she will use her position to bring Calgary's knowledge and expertise in energy to cities across the globe. Again, as Aaron stated, she can't even keep the water running. So what expertise is she bringing? Her term starts immediately, and she will join the WECP president, Jesper Frost Rasmussen, on the board, who is also the mayor of Esbjerg, Denmark. She succeeds Fahad M. Al-Jaber, the mayor of Dammam, Saudi Arabia. Now, again, those are her ties through Khalistani. These are the people that install folks like Jyoti Gondek. Anytime you see these elections that Donald Trump has formally coined as rigged, this is where it comes from. These guys have deep pockets. Again, you go through places like Delta, BC, just outside Vancouver, you'll know what I'm talking about. During the last time the annual general meeting, Gondek also spent time with energy companies, carbon capture companies, and municipal leaders in Norway. Cities considered energy leaders that have engaged with this organization since 1996, where mayors and officials discuss challenges and opportunities associated with the energy sector, and livable cities. These cities are home to many of the world's largest energy companies, which is frightening, which are leading initiatives to build a lower carbon energy future, the website reads. Calgary is one of 3 Canadian cities in the WECP, with others being Halifax and St. John's. Now, when it says other cities that are included, Houston is one of them. You've got Japan, China. You've got the UK. You've got Australia. This is, at best, alarming. This is where I said again, when the water restrictions started, when all the let's do our part, everybody, let's just clamp down. We're trying to fix the problem. If Jyoti Gondek was really concerned about the water problem in Calgary, why is she going to Norway? Why is she going there to take a VP's position on a global initiative when she can't even manage water systems in a average suburban city in Canada? This is huge conflict of interest as far as I'm concerned, and I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. And again, if this doesn't shock you, it should. And where do you think it's going to go from here? Again, if you're living in Calgary, what do you expect to see coming forward? If you live in other cities, are you expecting to see more of the same coming down in the future? Let me know your comments down below if it's your first time here. I hope this video has earned your subscription. Make sure as you click that bell, or the button, you hit the bell for notifications. You join me live here on the channel each and every Friday night for Friday Night Fringe, my live streaming show, where we hang out with Mrs. Fringe, my wife, usually, and then we sit and talk about all the great things that have happened this week in politics, all the craziness that's going on, and a little bit of back and forth within the community. It's always great to chat with you guys outside of making these videos and hear what you have to say inside those live streams, and we look forward to seeing you inside those as well. Again, all starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central here every Friday on the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a great day. I'll catch you on the next one.